How's your day going aside from doing press and talking about yourself a whole lot?
Yeah, all good. I'm in LA, so you're my first call of the morning, so I'm good. I'm all good. And I honestly, I'm so privileged I feel to talk about this show, so I'm thrilled to connect.
Sure. Well, talking about you and tying it in with Stillwater, there's not a lot of MBAs I encounter who are experts on mindfulness. When in your life exactly did you figure out the importance of mindfulness?
Yes, so it's been my entire life, this journey. My father is the well-known author Deepak Chopra. So I grew up, actually, I didn't grow up, that's not true. Until I was about 9, my dad was a pretty normal, stressed out young doctor working 24/7. And I think in his probably mid 30s, he was burnt out. And so he discovered meditation at that time. And I was about 9 years old. My brother was 6. And so when he started his meditation practice with my mom, they brought me and my brother along for the ride. So I learned how to meditate when I was 9.
Wow.
I'm in my, can you believe it, mid 50s now. So literally it's been, 30, 40 years now of that 40 plus years of practicing meditation and different techniques. I'm a very irregular meditator. It's come in phases in my life. Like sometimes I'm into it, sometimes I'm not.
Sure.
Sometimes I do different things. And I think when I became a mom, I never took my dad's stuff that seriously, to be honest, like most kids. But when I became a mom and started thinking about like how I wanted to be present with my kids, what skills did I want to teach them, that's when I kind of re-engaged with so many of these practices. And it turned out that I started writing about them too.
Right. So writing books, I think you have seven at this point.
Yeah, I actually have 8 books and I'm writing
Eight.
my ninth right now on parenting. So, this really has evolved into so much of my career, but it's what I know best. So, and what I believe truly passionately in because our kids are suffering,
Mhm.
parents are suffering, and we're living in a world where which we're so overstimulated, and so any tools that I feel I can share with other people, hopefully are helpful.
Sure. So season four of this series, Apple TV Plus is making that happen. How did you first get involved with Stillwater?
I went a little bit later in my life, like probably in my 40s. I went back to school to do a master's in education and psychology at Columbia University. So it's actually another alumni from Columbia who reached out to me when she saw that I was there, and she was like, we're launching this show. Would you be interested? And I was like, of course, I'm such a fan of John Muth and the book Stillwater. So I was like, of course, what an incredible privilege.
Wow. So it sounds like good timing is what
Yeah.
made it happen. Knowing the work, being able to connect with the people, and then knowing the subject matter. Had you ever earlier in your career thought, hey, I want to work on TV projects?
Yes, so it's a bit how you come back to your roots. After I graduated from college, my first job was actually with MTV, a very different type of
Oh,
experience. And I was one of the original people that launched MTV in India. Very different content. But that's
sure.
why it's so great to be involved here because it's the kind of content that I am so proud of. And I believe the world will benefit. So yeah, it is kind of a return to media after I have a book called Living with Intent, but the subtitle is My Somewhat Messy Journey to
Yeah.
Purpose, Peace, and Joy. And I always stress the messiness, but somehow, life is about that.
The opposite of Stillwater here. I'm just going to keep saying the name so SEO and the algorithm pick it up. But I did
Yeah.
my years with Viacom. And in my era of Viacom, the holiday parties were next level fantastic. One time there was a horse shaped cake, that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Were the holiday parties legendary in your era as well?
Yeah, so I was there in the 90s, early 90s, and but I actually, since I went to India, I was very lucky because basically as a young 20-year-old, I got to go to parties and clubs and concerts and travel around the world. It was the dream job, honestly.
And you made it out, and here's Stillwater season 4. So besides that, are there any other things to plug or mention? You mentioned book number 9 is in the works. If we want to know all that kind of stuff, we follow you on Instagram. Is that the best way?
Yeah, so you can follow me on Instagram is best. Of course, Facebook, other places, but yes, on Instagram. And on Instagram, we're sharing this some of the Stillwater, clips and things like that. So, I like I said before, Stillwater is a beautiful, beautiful show.
Mhm.
It captures through its storytelling and its animation, all of the things that we try to teach about when it comes to mindfulness and awareness. And it's just doing it in a really sweet way that's beautiful for children.
And fingers crossed for more seasons of that. And repeating myself, unfortunately. Any other things to plug, or Stillwater, the practice, and the books? That's plenty.
So I will, yes, Stillwater, I will say this new season, one of the things that maybe you can talk about is that there is a shift, I think, from some of the internal stuff that kids deal with
Sure.
to some of the external things. So some of the episodes are like, how do I deal when I'm feeling left out in a sleepover or when I'm doing school projects and they aren't going and I'm getting really frustrated, or attention when someone else has a cast and you're feeling, you want that attention. So Stillwater this season really is capturing a lot of what kids are going through. And as a writer for kids' books, again, I think they've done an amazing job once again, and I think hopefully in future seasons as well.
Thank you for all the positivity you put out into the world, and really looking forward to what's next from you.
Thank you so much.
Paltrocast.